Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Rams. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Dallas Cowboys taking on another team that hails from the NFC in the Los Angeles Rams. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cowboys taking the field on offense, and for a 7th season, it's Dak Prescott who brings him out.
2 years ago, we saw Dak Prescott carted off the field with a major injury. And 2 years later, here he is, leading his Cowboys into the Super Bowl. What a rewarding moment for one of the league's most inspirational players.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 22, Prescott. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Inside give to Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
1 quarter done, 3 more to play here at Super Bowl 57. 0-0 our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we are back and ready to go for the 2nd quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Calling a gain of a yard. And it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, and to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. From the 38, Stafford, and that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. Give him 11 yards and time and a new set of downs. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Stafford on 1st down. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. With a 1st touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. Touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line.
Holding, receiving team.
So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Prescott now. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Prescott. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Brandon Powell. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Now the Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Cowboys. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they too have found passing lanes to be hard to come by so far. As you see by the numbers, they'll need to figure that out in the second half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. These 2 teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. And they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Well, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They'll run for it with Akers.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
So Dak and the Cowboys down 7-0. A little over a minute to go. And they have to have a touchdown to level this Super Bowl as they come up on 1st down.
Here's Prescott.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Gay is on for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Here's Dak. He's got Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. Prescott. Finding Schultz. And he's got a first down to the 40-yard line, but the clock runs. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Rams have won the Super Bowl, and they will get the Lombardi Trophy. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task